So anyway, today when we make macaroni and cheese, I already made the noodles, so I don't need this anymore. And on top of that, there is a recipe on the back, but I'm not following this directions. And I do want to mention too that, where's it at? Cook time for this pasta was 9 to 12 minutes. I literally set the timer for 10 minutes and the noodles weren't done, so I cooked them about 12 to 13 minutes, the way I like them anyway. But, so I don't need to see any more. Yeet. Let's get started. Alright, here's the things that you need. I got some milk. Yeah, I'm not making my own sauce, but I found these double cheddar sauce from Ragu. I got some butter I'm gonna put in there. This is the European 85% butter, which is a good kind. And I'm going to be doctoring it up with Velveeta shredded cheddar, which I never tried before. So I think it's all. I'm not gonna put anything else in it, nothing special. And I'll set to the stove and I'll show you how to make the sauces. It's not really that hard to do. It's not rocket science, or it could be, depending on your skill level. Alright, pan's heated up. I did it on like medium heat to get it started. It's nice and warm. But got some whole milk. Now I don't measure anything, but I'm probably say way more than one third or 1/4 of a cup of milk for sure. Probably about half a cup, close to. And let that heat up. Now I have 3 tablespoons cut up, which will melt easier, of the European style butter, which is 85% butter. Now if you're using regular butter, you could probably use 4 tablespoons. So I'm going to slowly add this. That pan's hot. I just touch it with my finger. So I'll let this like heat up and melt before I add the cheddar sauce. Milk jug sat out for a little bit. So, and then you just got to follow the directions on the top. I never had these before, so I guess you just lift each corner. And then supposedly you can tear it. It doesn't say anything about using scissors or anything. It says lift. There's like a dotted line. I still gotta wait for the water, or the milk. Oh, and you don't want to boil the milk. You just want to heat it up. So if it starts boiling, take it off the heat. Give it a stir. Let's heat it up enough. So I guess I just tear this open. If I can. I'll probably have to do it off camera. Oh yeah. Alright, it wasn't easy to open. You know it's supposed to be easy. But there's your cheese sauce. Double cheddar. Now this is a 15.5 ounce container of sauce. Which yeah, you can make your own gravy. It's not the 700s anymore. I don't need to make cheese gravy when they make this already pre-made. And I'll probably get it. Let's clean it up. I'll probably get something to scoop that out, maybe. I guess I can try it. Never had it before. Double cheddar. Not bad. It shows you can put it on all kinds of stuff, but I'm not just gonna do all that because it'd be too soupy. So I'm gonna be adding some Velveeta, shredded Velveeta, which I'll give this a try, see if it's actually any good. 8 ounces. I'll probably put 4 ounces of cheese in here. Half this container. And I might save some for the top, maybe. I'm not really going to be oven baking it because it's too hot. But I'll turn the heat up a little bit to more medium. And get a whisk. Melt the cheese and mix this up. And I guess depending on how thick you want the sauce, this looks thin. But you can cook it down, reduce it a little bit. Or if you still want a lot of sauce, just add more cheddar. Which I'll probably add some regular cheddar that I have in the refrigerator to give it more of a cheddar flavor. Because that Velveeta, I tasted it, it's okay. Also got some mild cheddar I can add to it. I like my macaroni and cheese extra cheesy. So you just gotta stir this in. And you want to make sure, I was showing up on camera, but mix this up really well and you get rid of the strings. You want smooth mac and cheese. I don't like it when you get like the cheese pull. I turn the heat off. Of course, the electric stove, it's kind of hard to do this because it stays on for a while. But this is nice and hot. Alright, I've been stirring. I did add more cheese, cheddar cheese to thicken it up. But as long as you lift your whisk that you're using to stir, scrape all the sides, get all the cheese, and you lift it up and it just drips. Well, that's what you want. You want your cheese to be drippy. Drippy drip. So you'd always make too much sauce, which is not a bad thing because leftover mac and cheese tends to dry out anyway. Which I guess I can show you how to reheat macaroni and cheese too. Same video. It'll just have to be a different day. Or leftovers, if there's any leftovers. But so yeah, it doesn't matter how much sauce you make. You know, 16 ounces of noodles, or a pound of noodles. These amount of sauce, you know, I don't know, who knows, I might have to add more sauce to it. But let's add the noodles and see what happens. Be a little bit of water in the noodles. But the starch on the noodles too will help thicken the sauce a little bit. And these noodles are cooked en dente. So that's pretty much what you want. You don't want them overcooked because the sauce itself will heat them up. And if you're baking the macaroni and cheese with toppings and stuff on it, you don't want the noodles to be overcooked. Have to stir that up. Hopefully it's enough sauce. I do have another container of the box stuff just in case. That looks pretty good. I like my macaroni and cheese, like, not say soupy, but I like it like saucy. Let's get a better close-up sound. You know it's good mac and cheese when it does this. Plain cheese. Oh, look at that. It looks really good. And one part of the macaroni. Oh, hang on. Put this back on. Yeah, and I just scrape everything out with a spoon. Make sure I got everything out of it. I'll try a bit of it, see if it's actually any good. Noodles might be cold a little bit, but wow, it's really cheesy. A little more cheese in there, mix it in. Mild, and I'll get into a little bit more of the Velveeta. Well, that's it. That's it for the mac and cheese. And I'll put it back on medium. Just warmed up because the sauce needs to heat up a little bit more with the noodles. So that worked out. 4 ounces of cheese. Milk, butter. We just got to stir in that all the Velveeta and cheese, whatever, and make sure that melts down and make sure it doesn't really be super stringy or anything. But yeah, you can keep this warm on the stove with a lid on it, and your family can eat it for dinner. You can add hamburger beef. You can add ground beef. You can add, you know, chicken. Not all at the same time, but you know, you can add broccoli, chicken, whatever you want, and you'll still have plenty of sauce to mix in with all your stuff. I guess I'll be back with a better food review of it. I'll try another bowl of it on camera. But it's pretty much easy. That's all you got to do. Alright, well, see, it's nice and hot, steamed up the bowl. I got the macaroni and cheese. And try it by itself. I'm not gonna add, I can add hot sauce and peppers and stuff to it. You can garnish with anything you want. But, so I'll give it a try on camera. And I'm not gonna give it a rating because I already know it's gonna be good because I made it, so cheers everybody. Wow, it's really creamy. Not overly cheesy or anything, but good balance. I know I should cook the noodles a little bit longer. And the box says 9 to 12 minutes, but more like 13 to 14, depending on how you like your noodles. But so you still have a chew to them, which is good. And then heating up the next day, whatever, the noodles will cook. All right, I'm enjoying my macaroni and cheese for dinner. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button for more videos. Thanks for watching. Peace out.